Have you ever bought something that looked perfect at first, only to discover later that it had hidden problems? Now imagine that something is a used car. One wrong decision can leave you with expensive repairs, constant breakdowns, or even a vehicle that's unsafe to drive. Unfortunately, many people buy used cars based on appearance alone, and that's exactly how they lose thousands of dollars. The good news is that you don't have to make the same mistake. In today's video, I'm going to show you 10 essential things you must check before buying any used car. These simple checks can help you avoid costly surprises and give you the confidence to make a smarter purchase. Whether you're buying from a dealership, a private seller, or an online marketplace, these tips apply to almost every used vehicle. Make sure you stay until the end because the last few checks are the ones many buyers forget, and they are often the most expensive mistakes. If you enjoy practical car buying advice that can save you money, don't forget to like this video, subscribe to Danny Rake Official, and turn on notifications so you never miss our new tips. Now let's get started. Check number 1. Inspect the exterior carefully. The first thing most people notice is the car's appearance, but don't let a shiny exterior fool you. Walk around the entire vehicle slowly. Look at each body panel from different angles and pay close attention to the paint. If one door or fender is a slightly different shade than the rest of the car, it could mean that part was repaired or repainted after an accident. Next, check the gaps between the doors, hood, and trunk. The gaps should be even on both sides. Uneven gaps can be a sign of poor accident repairs or structural damage. Look closely for dents, rust, scratches, bubbling paint, or signs of corrosion, especially around the wheel arches, the bottom of the doors, and underneath the car. Also inspect the windshield and windows for cracks or chips. Even a small crack can become a much bigger and more expensive problem later. A clean-looking car does not always mean it's in good condition. That's why taking a few extra minutes to inspect the exterior carefully can save you from buying a vehicle with hidden damage. Now let's move on to the next important check. If you're finding this helpful, hit subscribe so you don't miss more car buying tips that could save you money. Check number 2. Inspect the tires. The tires can tell you a lot about a used car's condition. Start by checking the tread depth. If the tread is worn out, you'll need to replace the tires soon, which can be an unexpected expense. You can use a tread gauge or simply look for the built-in wear indicators. Next, examine the wear pattern on each tire. If one side is more worn than the other, it could indicate poor wheel alignment, worn suspension components, or steering problems. Uneven tire wear is often a warning sign that the car hasn't been properly maintained. Check number 3. Look under the hood. Even if you're not a mechanic, opening the hood can reveal serious problems. Start by checking the engine for excessive dirt, oil stains, or signs of leaks. A spotless engine may look impressive, but sometimes sellers clean the engine to hide leaks. Inspect the battery terminals for corrosion and make sure the battery is securely mounted. Look at the belts and hoses for cracks. Replacing these parts isn't always expensive, but ignoring them can lead to breakdowns shortly after buying the car. Check the engine oil using the dipstick. The oil should be clean and at the correct level. Thick black oil, a burnt smell, or a milky color could indicate poor maintenance or serious engine problems. These are warning signs you should never ignore. Check number 4. Look for fluid leaks. Before starting the engine, look underneath the car for fresh stains or puddles. Oil, coolant, transmission fluid, or brake fluid leaking onto the ground could point to costly repairs. Even small leaks can become major problems if left untreated. Check number 5. Inspect the interior. Once you've checked the outside, it's time to inspect the inside. A clean interior is nice, but don't let it distract you from looking for signs of heavy wear. Check the seats, carpets, and dashboard. Check if the seat belts pull out smoothly and lock properly. Your safety depends on them working as they should. Check number 6. Test every electrical feature. Modern cars rely heavily on electronics, and repairs can be expensive. Turn the key to the ignition and test everything you can. Check the headlights, brake lights, indicators, hazard lights, and reverse lights. Next, test the power windows, door locks, mirrors, windshield wipers, air conditioning, heater, radio, and touchscreen. Don't assume they all work just because the seller says they do. A few minutes of testing can save you from unexpected repair bills. If this tip has helped you, give the video a like. It really helps the channel reach more people. Look at the dashboard carefully. Warning lights should come on briefly when you start the car and then go off. If the check engine light and any other warning light stays on, don't ignore it. These lights often point to problems that need attention. Check number 7. Take a proper test drive. Never buy a used car without driving it first. A test drive gives you the chance to feel how the car performs and to spot problems that you can't see while it's parked. Drive on different types of roads if possible. Listen for knocking, rattling, grinding, or whining noises. Make sure the engine accelerates smoothly, the steering feels stable, and the brakes stop the car without pulling to one side or making unusual sounds. Pay attention to how the transmission shifts. Whether it's automatic or manual, gear changes should be smooth and responsive. Check number 8. Review the vehicle's service history. A well-maintained car should have service records showing regular oil changes, inspections, and repairs. These records can tell you how well the previous owner cared for the vehicle. If there are no records at all, ask why. Check number 9. Verify the vehicle identification number or VIN. The VIN is like the car's fingerprint. It should match on the dashboard, the driver's door sticker, and the vehicle registration documents. If the numbers don't match, walk away from the deal. If possible, use the VIN to check the car's history. It may reveal previous accidents, flood damage, or mileage inconsistencies. Spending a little money on a vehicle history report can save you thousands in future repair costs. Check number 10. Never rush the purchase. Some sellers will pressure you by saying another buyer is coming, or that the price is only available today. Don't let anyone rush your decision. A trustworthy seller will give you enough time to inspect the car and think carefully. If you're unsure about the vehicle, take a trusted mechanic with you. The inspection fee is usually much cheaper than paying for major repairs after you've already bought the car. Before you hand over your money, remember these 10 checks. Inspect the exterior. Examine the tires. Look under the hood. Check for fluid leaks. Inspect the interior. Test all electrical features. Take a proper test drive. Review the service history. Verify the VIN, and never rush the purchase. Buying a used car doesn't have to be risky. With a careful inspection and a little patience, you can avoid costly mistakes and choose a reliable vehicle that will serve you well for years. Knowledge is your best tool when buying any used car. If you found this video helpful, give it a thumbs up, subscribe to Danny Rich Official, and turn on notifications so you never miss our latest car buying tips. Share this video with anyone planning to buy a used car. It could save them thousands. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.